There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M about to put it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will get the first crack at it here. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. That's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
And the Volunteers want to move quickly. They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. He'll sneak it. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, 25 matchups really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
So the Texas... Aggies offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Looking to throw on first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the single back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic. Just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nice move there. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. To the air, it's Toppin. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And he makes...
Let's run that back right quick. I just went for it. I didn't know if he put it out there. Oh, that nigga closed quick as fuck. Let's go, bro.
In the back end, nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Handoff to the single running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. 4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air, it's Toppin. This one's complete. Right down the gut of the field. The 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a 1st half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. UCF is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they'll wrestle it to the ground. For a short game.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Volunteers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of...
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Pace. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking downfield on first down. And it's picked off by the defender, but he's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and trying to fit balls in tight windows. Great job on the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Toppins. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown ball! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Pace. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end.
What a throw,
Really
what a
needed a
catch.
play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
What a throw. Look at his placement.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to throw on first down.
Why are you jumping in the fucking air?
Just a little too slippery in the hand.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Yeah, man, I need you to get that block.
There to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Since we have our top 10.
Swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. So here is the Tennessee offense. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the balls come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw, it's Toppin. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Volunteers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
A little release to the back, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Oh, they're after him. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knocked him down. 3.
You got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. And the Volunteers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun. Give on the inside. Timeout called by defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. Now
Oh, that sucks. Their D-line is just too much. On to the next. I got a hard one. And there he is, out of nowhere, just reappeared.
Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M about to put it away to start this game. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Vanderbilt's offense will be first on the attack. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Texas A&M's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not great. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Third down play from the gun. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Commodores need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it.
So he just disappears in the... Did I redshirt him?
Away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Firing to the right, complete. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got his man on the right. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Commodores in the hurry-up. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. Spins away from the defense. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Trying to trick me with that fucking autocorrect shit.
Putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down.
Back on the side with that safety.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Commodores send out the punt unit. See if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
Oh, you think the free safety got it? No, it's like, oh, and he's going to hit him? Come on.
Sidelines, not his best work.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Starting to feel a little pressure. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. About to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to
that shit again.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 7 over Boise State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking deep. Intercepted for the 11th time. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got it. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Hunt is on
Bro, what
its
the
way.
fuck? How's he getting there? If I know he could get there, I would fucking block it myself.
And they'll mark it dead at the 15.
This shit ain't happened the whole goddamn season.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision at... and the coach will take the penalty. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you?
And the Commodores will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem and the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. This This is now a 7-point game. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Rides the back on the option to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. They want to run it left here. At the 35, he's loose. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Power football with the run. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on second down. And the defense makes it.
Bro, this shit is glitching out. It's pissing me off. Motherfucker gotta sit. He got a sit down route. Why are you just?
They get the quarterback down at the 26.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
Shoots it to the left. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He's got it on the right. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Makes one man miss. And he's able to bounce off one.
Bro.
For a solid pickup.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. He's got him. They'll make the stop, but that... They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Try. Guess I just